You were back in the old days in Chicago. That must have been the most wide open period of that city. Was it kind of rough then? Did you have to be careful going home at night?
Well, when I went to Chicago, it was in 1922. And I was 22 years old. And I went up there to play second trumpet, cornet rather, with King Oliver, you know, at the Lincoln Gardens. And in those days, it wasn't that bad that you had to be careful that you'd be held up or something like that. But during the days of the Gangsters, it was kind of rough, you know.
Did you run into any gangsters?
From that era. Well, when I went to the Sunset, which was owned by Mr. Joe Glazer, my manager after that, I used to see a lot of the boys sitting around, and Al Capone and his brigade would come in, you know.
Saw Al Capone?
Yeah, many times.
Was it true that he came in with a bunch of bodyguards?
Oh, he always had you think he was general of the army or something. He had so many cats to take care of him, yeah. And then we gave a dance at the army right next to the Sunset, and the whole gang of them cats come in, had a long table. I had a chance to say a few words.
Louis Armstrong, refers to these gangsters as the boys, and how they just come and enjoy the music.
Yeah.
But just to sit there, I mean, they're the ones that give us big tips to play things for them in the band.
Yeah.
And we had a singer called Melix who used to sing and slide at the end of the floor when somebody put $1 down, and she'd slide and make a split and pick up that $1. And those gangsters, man, they had that floor lined with dollars. Cats were walking around, and she'd just slide and pick all of them up. And we had a lot of fun there. Nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt?
No. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. You know what I mean? I didn't know anyone of them that personally, and they liked our music. And I was blowing them blues for them cats, you know.
Okay, this sounds like good, clean fun. Guys throwing down dollar bills and someone coming to pick them up. They essentially get along with these gangsters, and that's great. We have a little interracial harmony through music.
Well, did you ever?
Well, we had some bad boys in New Orleans. Are you kidding? We had some boys just as tough as Al Capone's boys right there in New Orleans. When I was coming up selling newspapers, and they followed my life up, from the time I left the Hunky Tonks to come up north and blow. And I went down there in 1931 to play at the Suburban Garden. It was a roadhouse, and radio was just about 5 years in. And you never heard of no spade playing on no radio in those days, just starting. And you know what the life was, all strictly au fait. I'd been away about 9 or 10 years, and I done got northern fire. I done forgot about a whole lot of that foolishness down there, So anyway, the night we opened, and I'm shy, man, and there's a place packing jam. It was owned by the Dalton Brothers.
Were they bad cats?
They had gambling there and dig this.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think I was in Chicago anyway, go up to the mic and make my own announcements and different things like that. Or the announcer bring you to the mic and then you tear out, But this night, they done prop this man up to...
So you might notice
when
when he says man,
New Orleans boy,
he
blah, blah, blah.
actually kind of flinches.
So I'm straight, all the boys said, this is nice. But a second before this cat had to go to that mic and bring me on, he walked away and said, I just can't introduce that nigga. Can't do it.
Holy, he said it, wow, there it is.
So the Dalton Brothers want to wash him with him, you know what I mean? But anyhow, they come to me and told me what he says. I said, well, don't worry about it,
Okay, so the first response of the Dalton Brothers is to kill this guy?
I said, give me a card, boys. And I walked to that mic, and then, da-da, shim, and I walked to that mic. And before I opened my mouth, there's all the white boys that I was raised with, sitting up there, sharp, done got rich. Their fathers done left them the produce places and different things. When we was kids, we'd hang around, and after school, we'd go out in the lots and play cowboys and Indians with those broken slates and things like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We was the Indians. Oh yeah, we fight one. And I've stood there 20 minutes, and they hollering, "Differ, Satch, blah 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 blah."
First of all, nobody the Dalton Brothers. Second of all, nobody Louis Armstrong. He's respected by mobsters, you know, he's befriended by people all over the world. He's an international celebrity.
This just makes the story that much more intriguing and interesting, is knowing that the Daltons were so offended by what this guy said, they were willing to kill him on the spot.
And when I went into Pale Moon Shining, man, you thought the walls was coming in. And this announcer standing there, you say, well, I didn't know this would happen in the South in New Orleans. It never happened before. So they fired him and everything, and I took over myself.
I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I got more clips to come from this great interview with Louis Satchmo Armstrong. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring them bells and do all that great stuff that makes YouTube happy. I will catch you next time.